All right, everybody, welcome back. The draft is over. That part is sad, but what I want to do is take a look at what we did. Number one is going to be Caleb Downs. Listen, I could go on for weeks on why Caleb Downs is not only a generational talent, but the best player coming out of college football. Caleb Downs' smarts and ability to control and manage and run an entire defense is what's going to be the game changer for us. I think Cowboys fans are going to be really happy to see how smart he is. But Caleb Downs can play corner. He can play nickel. They had him last year playing some linebacker. Day one, he's probably going to be the smartest guy on your defensive side of the ball. Caleb Downs is going to come in here and change his entire defense. And with just him alone, the Dallas Cowboys hit a home run, A plus 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 on the draft. Caleb Downs is awesome. He's gonna do a lot of stuff for you. Malachi Lawrence. The first thing with him is people were kind of upset we picked him. Picked him at 23. You got to judge Malachi on not only the player himself, but also what we got. So we got Malachi Lawrence and 2 fourth-round picks that we stole from the Philadelphia Eagles. So that was awesome on our part. All right, from his highlight, here's my notes. So quick, relentless, makes a lot of plays behind the line of scrimmage. Even if he's not sacking the quarterback, it's tackles for a loss, pass deflected, batting balls down, blown up screenplays. He's all over the field. So even if you look at his stats and you're like, he doesn't have a lot of sacks, if you turn the film on, he's all over the place. For us, good value. If that's your guy, if Christian Parker says this is the guy that I want, you go get him. You pick up 2 extra fourth-round picks. I think that's great, man. All right, so right behind him in round 3, we got Barham, the linebacker out of Michigan. Sat down, did some research on him. When you watch his tape, things that popped out to me is just fast. This guy is extremely quick for his size. He is an outside linebacker. I didn't see a lot of him putting his hands in the ground to rush. A lot of standing up and rushing. Inside linebacker, outside linebacker. Can be a cool little gadget piece for what Christian Parker has in mind for this defense. So I like a lot of the tools that he brings to the table. Also, not only can he rush, there's multiple times where he dropped in coverage and disrupted the pass. Very versatile, and I think right out of the gate, out of that first press conference, they were telling you they're going to use him not just as an edge rusher. He's going to be an inside linebacker. All right, so once you get into round 4, I'll be honest with you, man. You got to take these guys with a grain of salt. These guys are more developmental for you, right? There are going to be people in there that maybe they pop. Maybe one of them has that Dak Prescott type of year where somebody goes down and they got to come in and they're going to be awesome. But in reality, I think what you're looking at is guys that are going to have to be developmental, maybe long-term. Maybe somebody in the coaching staff is thinking, hey, this guy's got some good traits. I can probably mold him into something. So I know last year I got burned because of how hype people were making our 3rd, 4th, and 5th round picks. And then the guys kind of came in and were just fighting for roster spots, fighting for playing times. That being said, Drew Shelton, offensive tackle. My note was we always draft an offensive tackle. Sometimes those guys are great swing guys. They're great backups, Sometimes you swing and you miss, right? So Drew Shelton was your first pick. I got to believe, though, with them using their first pick in the 4th round, I got to believe that they saw something in him. I don't know. I heard somebody say maybe he's going to challenge Guyton for the spot. I really don't think so. And to be honest, I really don't hope so, because that would mean that Guyton is having another terrible year, right? All right, but whatever. Insurance. Number 114, your second 4th-round pick was Devin Moore. Devin Moore looks to have a lot of upside, but is plagued by a lot of injuries. Missed a ton of games, 20-some-odd games throughout his college career. But again, people had him rated around 65 to 70. So I think there's a lot of value in there. I think people did steer away from him because of the injuries, okay? All right. Last one was Overton, the defensive lineman from Alabama. Some notes I had for him: he can play all over the D-line, right? So both of your edges, both of the defensive tackle spots. I did like that when you turned on his film, because he played for a big school like Alabama, you can actually watch him go against, LSU, Tennessee, Georgia. It's not like you're watching him just beat up guys from Toledo and South Florida. So his tape is there, right? I mean, these are guys, again, you're probably not going to see them starting this year, but They were picked for a reason in the fourth. And then you also got that seventh round wide receiver. I don't know. I'm not putting too much value in that. Now, what I do want to take a second to talk about is D. Winters, okay, the linebacker that we traded for with the 49ers. In all honesty, was not aware of this gentleman's game. Okay, you put the film on and he is quick, he is fast, he's really quick to read and react. He's quick. So as soon as he sees something, he attacks it. I like that there's no second guessing. I like that he doesn't get tricked. He sees what's going on, can wiggle through all that traffic and make a tackle for you. Super fast, all over the field, can make it left or right. I gotta believe he's gonna be the starter next to Overshown, right? Either that or he's gonna have somebody fighting for a spot. The second thing that I really liked about D. Winters is he can always get off that first block. The first block as a linebacker when you're coming up to try and stop the running back is going to be this giant offensive tackle that's going to put his hands on you, hold you so the running back can go around you. I always see that first tackle, that first touch from an offensive lineman, he immediately breaks that, goes around them, either makes the tackle or at least is a bit disruptive. But I think that's an awesome trait for a linebacker. Again, fast to read and react, quick to jump into the traffic, and then quick to knock those hands off that offensive tackle. So really good stuff. Happy that we only gave up a 5th round pick. I'm still in the boat of you could probably still bring in a linebacker, to be honest with you. You got some guys, you drafted some guys, but you know, competition builds character. I think it would be great for us to keep going, throw another body in the linebacker room. And I think you've made leaps and bounds improvements like what I saw we did over the weekend. Great stuff. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's hope some more news keeps coming out and the Cowboys keep doing good. Peace.